milder temperatures in Europe, that's easing concerns of maybe of supply, but it seems like it's more about the demand picture that people are a bit uncertain about this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think when we were going into this winter, we were expecting the worst. You know, you didn't have Russian gas supplies. There was a lot of fear that the world was going to have to use a lot more liquefied natural gas from other suppliers, coal, diesel, oil. That was boosting prices of really everything across the board for most of this year. And then we get to winter, and it's turning out to be quite mild. It's actually quite warm in parts of Europe. You don't really need a jacket in some parts of the world where you normally would when you say it's, January 4th. So because of that, the demand for gas and coal and diesel has slumped, and that's basically representing itself in these markets. You're seeing futures prices for natural gas in Europe falling to the lowest level since before the war began. In February, you're also seeing the same for U.S. natural gas. Oil prices are also quite weak. You have to, of course, understand that oil isn't just about the demand picture in Europe. You're also looking at China, where COVID cases have surged, and there's a lot of uncertainty about the near-term demand rebound there as well.
So, Stephen, what's the expectation for the year? I mean, do prices likely glide lower, or are we simply a bad weather report away from things ticking higher again?
I think more the latter. The fact of the matter is, this is very weather dependent, and while things are warm now, and it's just the beginning of the winter, I have to emphasize that. We're just a few weeks in the winter. The forecast for the next few weeks show more mild weather, but farther out, by the end of January, February, March, if we see colder weather, quickly Europe could drain those gas inventories they worked so hard to rebuild through the fall and the summer. At the same time, you have to remember that a lot of these energy markets are cyclical, and we're going to have a very tight market till 2026 or onward, because there's not a lot of new gas supply coming online. So just if we get through this winter and we're blessed with milder weather, maybe next winter, if it's cold, you could see another spike in prices. Or if there's an extreme heat blast over the summer when people are trying to rebuild stockpiles, that could also lead to a spike. So just because this winter right now is looking better than we previously thought, it doesn't mean the energy crisis is over.